Okay, guys, this is Maurice here with Studio G with some stimulus news. And I got some great news for the people in New Mexico. Okay, so your Governor Michelle Lujan Grissom, is reportedly planning to push for legislation that will put another $750 for individuals and $1,500 for couples who file jointly in tax rebates for 2023. So you can read the title right here. Okay, and I'm on gobankingrates.com. But this is the part of the article that stood out to me the most. Now, guys, remember about a month or so ago, I was telling you why some states give back tax rebates and some states don't. And I had people in the comments complaining, well, what about my state? What about my state? You see, some states are ran like businesses. Okay, and so this governor is taking some of the profits from her state and giving it back to the people. So let me just read this one part to you so you'll understand. Okay, it says New Mexican economists estimate that the government income from July 2023 to June 2024 would exceed current annual spending needs by $3.6 billion. So they're going to have a budget overage of $3.6 billion. And so what the governor of this state's doing is she's giving it back to the people. Okay, so I'm happy for the people of New Mexico. You may be getting a new stimulus next year. And so that's a very good thing. If your state is not doing this, that means whoever is in charge of your state is not making sure the people are being taken care of. It's just that simple. Okay, next up, if you live in the state of New Jersey, your governor wants to give you between $450 to $1,500 back if you're a homeowner or a renter. Okay, now this is a property tax relief program. You see it right there, property tax relief. And so I'm on the official New Jersey website here. And it says to be eligible, you have to have owned a home. You were a New Jersey resident and you owned and occupied a home in New Jersey that was your principal residence on October 1st, 2019. Okay, and it's going back all the way back to 2019. And if you were a renter, you were a New Jersey resident and your 2019 New Jersey gross income was not more than $150,000. So here is another relief program, and it's only for people in New Jersey, and it's between $450 and $1,500 as a property tax relief program. Okay, and next up for the residents of Maine. So we know it gets very cold in Maine, and your governor wants to give you up to $900 for help with your heating bill. But that legislation failed. So they have scheduled another meeting for Wednesday, December 21st at 1 p.m. at the State House. So now they want to give you about $400. So I'm on WABI.TV, and here's the proposal. The governor of Maine wants to send about $450 checks to every individual earning up to $100,000 a year. But the senators proposed capping residents at $60,000. So guys, they want to give you that money, but it's like a little argument between the legislation and the governor. Okay, so this is to help for heating bills this winter because it gets so cold in Maine, and we know the energy prices are having an inflation impact. There's a lot of inflation on energy. That's one of the things we use the most. So again, this is in Maine, and the proposal is for checks for up to $450 for individuals earning up to $100,000. Now your legislation wants to cap it at $60,000. Okay, and then get people from $275 up to $800. So hopefully they get this worked out in the legislation. And again, I must emphasize that some states are still trying to help you guys. And I was just bringing this to your attention. Okay, so we have another state that has a huge surplus, and the governor of the state wants to give it back to the people. Again, guys, I've been saying this for the longest time. If your state is not giving back rebate checks, it's either A, because they're not running it correctly, or B, they just don't want to give it to you. But here in Minnesota, you have Governor Walz. Let me just get to the part of the story that's important real quick. Governor Walz of Minnesota says he wants to give $1,000 per adult in tax rebates. So this state has over $17 billion in surplus. So what that means, each state has a budget, okay? And they bring in revenue through different avenues to pay for their budget. When they have money left over, that's just for 1 year. So they have a $17 billion plus surplus of leftover money for their budget, and they want to give it back to you guys. But this is being held up in legislation, and this will happen next year sometime if it gets passed. So guys, I just be wanting to bring this to your attention so I can keep you up to date with what's going on. If your state wasn't included on anything for anything on anything, that means your state's not being ran correctly, and you need to get out there and vote more and just find out who's really running your state. Because some of these states are giving their residents money back. They're helping them with their heating and heating bills and the such. So again, guys, this just was a quick video to bring you some up-to-date news. If you have a question about this, just let me know in the comments below. Do me a favor and click like on this video so YouTube knows that I'm doing a good job making videos. And if you're not a subscriber, could you consider subscribing to the channel? Doesn't cost you anything, and I could help you know about what's going on. So thanks, guys, and have a great day.